What completely legal substance are you addicted to? Lip balm. Stroop waffles. I make a point not to buy them because if I do I'll eat the whole pack immediately. Was liquor and sadness. Currently is Pokemon cards and a lot less sadness. Not great, but I see this as an absolute win. Not so much anymore, but I was very addicted to peanut butter. It was somehow incorporated into every meal of the day for me for some time, but one day I just stopped. Benadryl. A lifetime of adult insomnia led me to search for stronger sleep cocktails, and I took a Benadryl with melatonin. It got so bad I was up to a few every night, but happy to report now I am down to a half and going to go down to 0 soon. Potato chips, salt and vinegar especially. I can eat entire family bags of M in a sitting. I've been making serious efforts to cut that out lately. I've been chip-free for almost a week. And yet the crisps call to me. Edit. Sweet mother of God. This post really exploded. To answer a lot of comments at once. I've been exposed to enough of them that my mouth barely reacts. I don't burn or tingle at all. Worst reaction is sometimes it gets a little dry. But besides that, I've built up an immunity to salt. Apparently. And here's a fun tip. Mix salt and vinegar with dill pickle. They balance each other really well. Oreos. I can knock down a sleeve before looking down. It only stops when the stomach pain sets in, and even if it subsides for a moment, that moment will be filled with an Oreo. Wow, thank you so much for the gold. I didn't expect this to take off. Your replies have been making me laugh for hours. Thank you again. Peanut M&Ms should be illegal. Junk food. And, while not a substance, going to the store to buy the junk food is also an addiction I have. Sour Patch Kids. But I can stop whenever I want. Time as in staying up late, without any damn reason to. Edit. Christ. I didn't know that this was a problem for so many people. I'd like to add that I also hate napping, which doesn't help my situation. But I always seem to wake up feeling disoriented and scatterbrained. Q-tips. That feeling of scratching my ear canals after a day or two of seasonal allergies is the best. Chocolate. I gave up smoking years ago and substituted it with an addiction to chocolate. Alcohol. Coffee. Sugar. Caffeine. Potato chips. Can't have them around the house. I will never stop, especially chicken twisties. Cheese. Thin mints. Lucky is the first Girl Scout I spot each season. I'll tell them, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Then I'll go home and get my van. Come back as quick as I can, hoping the girl hasn't left the area. I'll pull up. Throw a bunch of money on the table and just grab what I came for. I'll load my prize in the back of the van. Secure it well and take off. I've got a special place in my home where nobody can find them. But it's easy for me to get to when I want to treat myself. Usually they'll last a few months. Then I start looking forward to spotting the next lucky Girl Scout. Cherry Pepsi was invented by Jesus. Reddit. Nicotine. Edit. Just want to say thank you to every reply. The support and information is very welcome. Here is something for every one of you. Not a substance but social media and procrastination. Lavender. Lavender bath petals. Lavender perfume. Lavender everything. Lavender is just such a nice fragrance. Coca-Cola. My phone. When I was little I was obsessed with salt for no reason. I had too much at one point and couldn't have any for a week. I remember my mom giving me cucumber and my entire family got to have salt, but I couldn't, and so it tasted terrible. Was a depressing week. Smell of petrol. Gasoline. Kratom. I've done so many other substances and never had a problem. But for some reason the most mild and natural one has a grip on me. Porn. Many people don't even know they are addicted until they try quitting. Coffee. Pistachios. Kratom. Food. This isn't a joke. It is 100% a real addiction. When you're almost 400 pounds and unhappy with yourself, your brain still convinced you unhealthy eating is the answer to happiness. That's a frocking addiction. But an addiction you need to feed into in order to survive. Imagine being addicted to meth, but you needed to take healthy, less potent meth 3x a day to live. It would be impossible to overcome. That's how I feel about food. White cheddar popcorn. Specifically Smart Food brand. Food in general. Takis. Unintentionally. Codeine. I've had to take it for around 7 years now for a chronic pain disorder. I don't crave it in the way people crave a cigarette for nicotine, but if I have a good pain day and I don't need to take as much I get itchy and really irritable and dizzy. So that's fun. LaCroix. Specifically passion fruit and coconut flavors. I go through about 3, 4, 1, 2 packs a week. This shit is expensive too. Diet Coke. Hands down. It's a problem. Or maybe it's not. BRB getting some Diet Coke. Sweet tea. Sunflower seeds. Carbohydrates. Plants. I talk to mine every single day and want to always grow more and more and more and more of them. My plants aren't even mine. Most are my friends. Him and his BF are gonna come get them when it gets warm, but actually I might fight them now cause they've become my babies. Marijuana. Completely 100% legal in Canada. Take it on a domestic flight if you like, but you can't smoke on the plane. Now I have no chemical addiction. I can go weeks or months without it and have zero effects. But damn if it isn't the thing that takes my muscle pain away and fast forwards boring pandemic lockdown evenings. It is a pleasure addiction like 6. Coffee. Now that is a chemical addiction. Yarn. I can't help but buy it when I'm at the store. I see a color I don't have, and I'm like, ooh, I'll take 4 skeins of that. Yes please. Flaming hot Cheetos, they're terrible I know, but I've been eating them longer than I've known most my friends. Not a single mention of benzos on up comments. Surprising. Clinopin. Cheese. A good vintage cheddar. A bit of Gruyere. Baked camembert. Pretty much any cheese is like crack to me. Peanut butter. Screens. WATER. Crack cocaine. Not the drug. That's the name my local bakery gave to their special homemade granola and chocolate cookies. They're great. Diet Coke. And I'm still fat. Ha. Harney & Sons Earl Grey Supreme Tea. I have to have a cup every morning. I even travel with my own tea bags. If I miss a day, I feel pouty and sad. Pringles. Any kind. Coffee. And don't help me. I'm happy here. Mac and cheese. Melatonin. Can't go to sleep without that sit. Tic Tacs. Work at a Baskin Robbins and I have this lady come in for a cappuccino blast every day twice a day. The most annoying part is that she wants it made in a hyper-specific way. She wants 1 ounce of milk, 4 ounces of coffee. She has to see the amount of ice and ice cream before we pour it in, and we have to blend it for an extra 10 seconds. I recently found out that 1 ounce of our coffee is equivalent to 1 cup of actual coffee, so that lady drinks 8 cups worth of coffee every day. Insulin. Books. Marijuana. Yes, I have been using more than I should. Yes, you can abuse it. No, it is not good for you in these quantities. No, it is not easy to kick the habit. Sriracha. Most people do not know it is a beverage. Coffee. For sure, probably sugar. Maybe kratom. Insulin. Since my pancreas decided to quit working, I haven't been able to get enough. Philadelphia garlic and herb cheese. Crisps. E.g. chips. We don't have them in our house at all, as we will binge eat all of them within a span of 1 evening. There is no willpower left towards crisps. They own my soul, especially onion rings, Funyuns. Dogs. They will always be by your side and always have since I was young. Video games. Cheez-Its. I used to go over to my best friend's home growing up and eat all their Cheez-Its every year for my birthday, Christmas, and any big event in my life. Her parents would buy me a box. Salt and vinegar chips. They're just way too good, man, but I'm surprised at how many people don't like them. Mountain Dew. No, I'm not addicted to the sugar or the caffeine. I have tried substitutes. If I don't have a Mountain Dew for about 48 hours, I will get mean. I've lost a lot of weight and kept it off for like 6 or 7 years. One of my friends told me I'd probably lose another 5 or 10 pounds if I could stop Mountain Dew. My reply: yeah, but I'd probably also choke a breech. Caramel and MSG, separately, please. Weird one, but milk. Microtransactions. It's almost impossible for me to pass up in-game purchases. I've had to unlink forms of payment and I don't even go anywhere near the store page on most games anymore. 5-hour. Lilikoi flavored Hi-Chews. You can only get them at this one chain of stores in Hawaii. Luckily for me, as someone who lives in CA, my girlfriend's sister lives in Honolulu and sends me boxes of them a few times a year. They're heavenly. Kicks the sit out of a Starburst. Honorable mention to Sour Mambas. I really like fruity, chewy candy. Naps. At least I was until it was too much and I had to drink insane amounts of caffeine to pass by the day and be productive. And now I'm addicted to caffeine. Hot sauce. Anything spicy really. I can't enjoy food if it's not at least a little spicy. Most days I'm just running off of water and nicotine to get me through the day. Bacon. Life. Being high on life is fun. At first, I used to just seize the day, but after a while, I was seizing 2 days, 3 days, whole weeks at a time just to get by. By the time I turned 30, I was 57. Coffee. Snooze. Red pepper flakes. Every time I eat pizza, I have to sprinkle a lot, knowing full well it will burn coming out. The sensation is like I'm trying to sit out the sun.